cut over to the awards podium, folks, as they're handing out the awards at 152 pounds, where you're going to see Kalen Wilson, after 2 times as a runner-up. He's a state champ now, and he'll be coming to the podium shortly. And again, Paul, no pins so far in the state finals as we come to the last match.
That's the way it should be. They should be hotly contested matches. These are the best in the state. So they all should be primarily regular decisions, Benny. Here's a rematch from Tuesday evening at the state duels.
Big upset, and Paul, Tony Wuest, it's on his shoulders to be the 10th state champ from the Henlopen Conference. We have 9 so far.
He beat our guy in the semis. We had a lead in the match, but Wuest got a nice takedown, countering the Russian with a spin to a double, and fell into legs, and our guy couldn't get off his back.
He's a dangerous wrestler. He's like a cobra, can strike at any time.
Yeah, that's how he pinned Schneider in the state duels. He was down 2-0 in a nice Granby roll scramble, and caught him on his back and pinned him in the 3rd period.
I watched the replay on that match, and it looked like when he stepped over, Schneider paused just long enough, and you don't, a kid like this, you can't waste that split second on your hip. Schneider's got a cradle over here on Wuest, looking to pull it back. He's up 2-0. And can't get it back. Minute 9 to go. Wuest goes to roll.
Reversal. He's got a reversal.
And a deep half. This is freshman Tony Wuest with the #1 seeded Eric Schneider of Middletown in the upcoming state tournament. And Don and I had a conversation. He's going to get the pin. Freshman Tony Wuest just knocked off the #1 ranked wrestler in the state on mat 2.
That's the Henlopen Conference for you.
That's the Henlopen.
Schneider certainly looks ready to go. He's got his foot on the line already.
he's probably still a little hot from Tuesday night, so... Middletown's first state champ since 2005. We got a Middletown guy sitting right next to us, Earl Walker, applauding him. And if Carter McClung only knew that NCAA All-Americans up here applaud him when he goes to the podium.
I said Middletown has a chance to get their second state champion here.
Second state champ, and I talked to Coach Cliff Backus before, and he asked me, has anybody ever had 100 pins in their career? Schneider has 101 pins in his career. I can't think of one. The closest I could think of was Sean Dolan, who had 98. He got forfeited the last 2 matches of the season, and wasn't able to get a pin in the state championships. Vinny Renato said, the all-time winningest wrestler, said he never got 100 pins. So it looks like Schneider, no matter what happens here, he might take a bit of history home with him tonight. So let's line it up, 182 pounds, the last match of the night. The #1 seed, Eric Schneider of Middletown, 43-4. He's a senior. He's going up against the #6 seed, Tony Wuest out of Smyrna, 24-9, the freshman. And you know, Paul, this kid's in the state finals, and he was JV 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he went back and forth with one of the Hutchinson brothers, and he won the last wrestle off, and here he is in the finals of the states.
So that shows you how deep the room is at Smyrna. Eric Schneider, he won a handful of state titles as a kid. This is his first trip to the finals in high school. He's on a high cross, switches to a double, looking to run it across. And gets the takedown. Eric Schneider up 2-0 at 182 pounds. Last match of the night. Wuest has to be careful looking in there on that switch, because he's got the low leg trapped right now. And pulls it back out. So Schneider up 2-0. Minute 24 to go in the first period.
where he was Tuesday night. He was able to lock up his cross-face cradle, but not able to score with it. But it looks like he's got it tight right here, Benny.
And plenty of time, minute 6 to go in the period. As Don Parsons says, patience is a virtue in this sport. And he just needs to take his time. He's got it locked up. He's got a minute to go. Unlock those legs, and here he comes. Looking to pull it back. Probably needs to pull it more back towards himself as opposed to over. As Wuest able to block him off with those legs.
Yeah, you might want to try to slide his left leg underneath Wuest's hip there as he's doing there and lift it and use that knee as a fulcrum. Pull him into criteria. Wuest is strong in this position, though, countering it. He did it all Tuesday night.
30 seconds to go here. First period, breaks the lock on the cradle.
Here comes Wuest out for one.
Come out for one, and it's 2-1. Under 20 seconds to go. Wuest looks for a slide-by attempt to a high crotch, but Schneider able to jack him up with that underhook. Single leg attempt on the edge. 9 seconds to go, looking to score here.
Wuest did a nice job countering there.
There we go, 2 seconds to go, 2-1, Schneider. So we already have one freshman state champion, Cameron Hayes out of Milford. Tony Wuest looking to be the other. Last four-time state champ, graduated last year, Brent Fleetwood from Smyrna High School. Now wrestling at Central Michigan. So Wuest defers, Schneider goes neutral. And the second period's underway, 2-1. Eric Schneider, Middletown. Last match of the night. Wuest in on a double, subs up, pops through, needs to isolate the far hip.
Wuest is a heck of a scrambler. Nice job rolling through by Schneider. Wuest has the low leg trapped. Looks like Schneider may be able to ice this position if he keeps that leg tight to his chest. Wuest is getting height here, though. That's going to be 2.
Takedown, Tony Wuest. 3-2, he leads. A minute 15 to go here in the second period. And out of bounds they go.
Wuest wants the leg right here. He's got 2 and he's got to get Schneider flat here. Take out his front post. Wuest is very tough in this position.
Under a minute to go. He's got the power half on.
Boy,
There he is, cranking it over.
He's going to get him here, Benny.
Tony Wuest with the pin. Freshman state champ at 182 pounds. He's got a shot at 4 titles. Tony Wuest pins the 1 seed, pins the 2 seed.
I think you saw your outstanding wrestler there, Benny. He's got my vote, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I have a vote. Tony Wuest.
Kurt Howe takes a final trip around the mat here and another Henle Open Conference champ here. Wuest was the 6th seed, really initially the 7th seed. He ends up pinning the number 1 seed 2 times in 1 week.
He pinned his way through the tournament. He pinned the number 3 seed in 4 minutes, Parker. He pinned the number 2 seed, Clavier, in 3:46, and then he pins his way to the finals. How could you pick anybody else as the outstanding wrestler? 4 pins, the freshman.
OW and most pins in the least amount of time.
Right, yeah, really, 4 pins out there.
And the state title for Tony Wuest. Great job by the freshman.
We're going to hang around and see who the OW is.